Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Extremely sharp or severe. Acute pain. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. An acute observer of politics and politicians. Ending in a sharp point. A mark placed above a vowel to indicate pronunciation. Having or experiencing a rapid onset and short but severe course. Acute appendicitis. Of critical importance and consequence. An acute, or critical, lack of research funds. Of an angle, less than 90 degrees. Extremely sharp or severe. Intense itching and burning. Of color, having the highest saturation. Intense blue. Possessing or displaying a distinctive feature to a heightened degree. Intense heat. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Showing or indicating careful judgment and discernment, especially in matters of taste. The discriminating eye of the connoisseur. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Incisive comments. Suitable for cutting or piercing. Incisive teeth. Express grief verbally. Intense or sharp. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Keen winds. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Very good. A funeral lament sung with loud wailing. Having a sharp cutting edge or point. A keen blade. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Knife-like cold. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Icy knife-like reasoning. Cutting or able to cut as if with a knife. Having a sharp or distinct edge. A narrow knife-like profile. Tending to penetrate, having the power of entering or piercing. A cold penetrating wind. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Penetrating insight. Tending to penetrate, having the power of entering or piercing. A toxic penetrative spray applied to the surface. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Frequent penetrative observations. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Piercing knife-like pains. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Of something seen or heard, clearly defined. A sharp photographic image. Marked by practical hard-headed intelligence. Changing suddenly in direction and degree. The road twists sharply after the light. Extremely steep. A sharp drop. Having or emitting a high-pitched and sharp tone or tones. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. As sharp and incisive as the stroke of a fang. Harsh. Sharp criticism. Ending in a sharp point. A long thin sewing needle with a sharp point. A musical notation indicating 1/2 step higher than the note named. having or made by a thin edge or sharp point, suitable for cutting or piercing. A sharp knife. Keenly and painfully felt, as if caused by a sharp edge or point. A sharp pain. Of a musical note, raised in pitch by one chromatic semitone. C sharp. Quick and forceful. A sharp blow. Very sudden and in great amount or degree. A sharp drop in the stock market. Ending in a sharp point. Ending in a sharp point. A mark placed above a vowel to indicate pronunciation. Successive stages of chills and fever that is a symptom of malaria. A mark placed above a vowel to indicate pronunciation. A fit of shivering or shaking. Having the ability to perceive or understand, keen in discernment. A perceptive eye. Of or relating to perception. Perceptive faculties. Direct and obvious in meaning or reference, often unpleasant. A pointed critique. Having a point. Less than acute. Relating to a disease present in a person with no symptoms of it. Forming or having the nature of a turning point or crisis. A critical point in the campaign. Urgently needed. Absolutely necessary. A critical element of the plan. Adder of a point at which a property or phenomenon suffers an abrupt change, especially having enough mass to sustain a chain reaction. A critical temperature of water is 100 degrees Celsius, its boiling point at standard atmospheric pressure. Being in or verging on a state of crisis or emergency. A critical shortage of food. Characterized by careful evaluation and judgment. A critical reading. Marked by a tendency to find and call attention to errors and flaws. A critical attitude. Of or involving or characteristic of critics or criticism. Critical acclaim. A diacritical mark used to indicate stress or placed above a vowel to indicate a special pronunciation. Special importance or significance. The room was decorated in shades of gray with distinctive red accents. To stress, single out as important. Distinctive manner of oral expression. He couldn't suppress his contemptuous accent. The relative prominence of a syllable or musical note, especially with regard to stress or pitch. The usage or vocabulary that is characteristic of a specific group of people. He has a strong German accent. A diacritical mark used to indicate stress or placed above a vowel to indicate a special pronunciation. Put stress on. Utter with an accent. In Farsi, you accent the last syllable of each word. Treat medicinally, treat with medicine. Punishment for one's actions. Take your medicine. The learned profession that is mastered by graduate training in a medical school and that is devoted to preventing or alleviating or curing diseases and injuries. He studied medicine at Harvard. The branches of medical science that deal with non-surgical techniques. Medicine. Something that treats or prevents or alleviates the symptoms of disease. The branches of medical science that deal with non-surgical techniques.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.